Oh, well, I was horrified by the allegations that I heard about Mr. Combs, and of course horrified by the video evidence that was released after that. But I was horrified by the descriptions that I read before the video evidence came out, and absolutely is something that needs to be brought to light when it happens. And my default stance is to believe women when they make these accusations, and to make sure that we do whatever we can to support women who are making these allegations.
Imagine a world where one of the most iconic figures in entertainment, a man who has shaped the music industry for decades, is accused of orchestrating a criminal empire hidden behind the glitz and glamour. This is the world we're now confronted with as Sean Diddy Combs faces charges that stretch the boundaries of belief. Charges that, if proven true, reveal a disturbing underworld beneath the surface of his success.
And make sure that they're heard, and that any kind of accountability and reparations can be made to make these women whole again. It's shameful what Mr. Combs has been accused of, and I only want the best for Cassie, but also for all the other victims that have alleged that he's abused them. It's really tough to see those descriptions and to see those videos. It's quite a shame, and I really just want accountability.
At the center of the allegations is the claim that Combs not only controlled a vast business empire, but used it as a front for heinous criminal activities. The indictment describes a man who didn't just build his empire through music and business deals, but through fear, manipulation, and violence. It alleges that over the years, Combs engaged in a pattern of criminal behavior that included sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. These aren't just the actions of a man driven by greed or ambition. These are the actions of someone accused of turning human lives into currency, treating people like pawns in a much larger and darker game.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
The allegations begin with a chilling claim. Combs is said to have abused and exploited women and others in ways that are difficult to comprehend. According to the indictment, his power wasn't just derived from wealth or influence. It came from the ability to instill fear, using coercion, threats of violence, and physical force to control his victims. These weren't isolated incidents, but a well-organized system of exploitation, with Combs allegedly using his influence to force victims into degrading and extended sexual performances.
Just pick it out, read it, and answer.
Public place, you did it. Is this the best or the worst?
Best.
Okay, the best? Probably the Obama thing.
What's the, oh God.
Oh God.
John?
What?
What is your wife talking about?
I don't know. Not gonna discuss
We're
that.
not gonna discuss it?
We're not. We're not.
Oh my God. Secret Service. Come here, jump back in.
Hi.
Look at John, look at.
We're not talking about it.
That is an awesome answer.
Not the White House.
Not the-
It was not
It
the
was
White
not
House.
at the White House.
It was
That is
100%
correct.
not at the White House. I promise.
He was not elected yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
One of the most disturbing elements of the charges is the so-called freak-offs that Combs allegedly orchestrated. These weren't ordinary gatherings, according to the indictment. These were multi-day events involving commercial sex workers, transported across state lines, where victims were allegedly drugged and forced into sexual acts under Combs' direct control. These freak-offs, which often spanned days, allegedly included multiple participants and a cocktail of narcotics, including ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB.
I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Drugs that kept the victims disoriented, compliant, and unable to resist. As if the alleged exploitation wasn't horrifying enough, what makes this case even more sinister is the level of manipulation involved. Combs is accused of recording these acts, electronically documenting the exploitation of his victims. But the recordings weren't simply for his personal use. They allegedly served a much darker purpose. According to the indictment, Combs used these videos as collateral, holding them over his victims' heads, ensuring their silence and continued participation.
That used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them.
In an alleged scheme designed to make his victims believe they had no escape, these recordings became a constant reminder that they were trapped, with their reputations and lives held hostage by the man who abused them. The indictment also paints a picture of a man who wasn't afraid to use violence to get what he wanted. When victims attempted to resist or escape, Combs allegedly responded with brutal physical force.
The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media. Specifically, Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a victim in a Los Angeles hotel when the victim was attempting to flee. As alleged, these assaults often resulted in injuries to the victims, which took days or weeks to heal. In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance.
There are accounts of him hitting, kicking, and throwing objects at victims. On one occasion, Combs is said to have attacked a victim in a Los Angeles hotel room, kicking her.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. We're gonna hear about my parties. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we wanna have a good time. You know, whenever you bring up a different element into people's environment, things that broaden people's horizon, people get intimidated. There's a lot of people out there that feel intimidated by it. It ain't nothing but break it down racial barriers, break it down generation barriers. People from all walks of life. Ron Perlman talking to Jay-Z, Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on and on. You know, it's just like people from all walks of life connecting and getting together.
Dragging her by the hair and even throwing a vase at her when she tried to flee. The violence wasn't just physical, it left emotional scars that would take far longer to heal than the bruises and injuries that reportedly took days or weeks to recover from. P. Diddy's recent statements have left fans and the public stunned as he hints at a struggle that most people aren't aware of. In a candid and emotional reveal, Diddy shared that he's facing challenges far beyond what's seen on the surface. Known for his success and larger-than-life persona, Diddy's words suggest there's much more happening behind the scenes, issues that have deeply affected him both personally and professionally. His declaration, "Most people have no idea what's happening to me," has sparked widespread speculation and concern, leaving many wondering about the true nature of what he's going through.
Now, it was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody to kill Pac? But no, you do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
Which we never believed, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
P. Diddy, known for his significant influence in music, business, and entertainment, is currently facing a whirlwind of challenges that are putting his public image and career under intense scrutiny. As someone who has built a reputation as a business mogul and cultural icon, the recent developments around him reveal a complex and turbulent period. Despite his outward appearance of success and confidence, there are numerous ongoing issues that suggest a much more complicated picture behind the scenes. One of the primary challenges Diddy is facing involves a series of legal battles that have emerged recently.
What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why are you in Fifth?
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not?
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really have a beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see
Y'all can't
it,
see
man.
that he loves me.
But see,
You really, hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
These lawsuits, which cover a range of allegations, are not only damaging to his reputation, but also potentially detrimental to his various business ventures. The legal disputes have become a focal point in his life, requiring a significant amount of time, energy, and resources to address. The public nature of these proceedings means that every development is closely followed by the media, adding pressure to an already stressful situation.
He was cool up until a point, and then this stuff started happening. So I believe somebody, you know, like I said, yo, he's our new guy. We on this year or whatever.
These legal challenges are also impacting his business operations. As a successful entrepreneur with ventures in fashion, entertainment, and media, Diddy's enterprises are closely tied to his personal brand. The controversies have led to increased scrutiny of his business practices, with many questioning the sustainability and ethics of his various companies.
Stop. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out. We gotta kick it. This is Paul. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it, and he was like, yo, why don't we go shopping? I mean, I pay for it. And I was like, what this just say? I got away from him because I was like, this nigga. This nigga just tell me he'd take me shopping. And this is goes on. But this is a little fruit pile.
There have been reports of business associates distancing themselves and companies reconsidering partnerships, concerned about the potential fallout from being associated with someone facing such serious accusations. Moreover, the financial implications of these legal issues are significant.
He's like, oh, they're not going to do anything to me. And watch what's going to happen to Diddy next. Did you see his apology
I haven't
video?
been following the Diddy.
Yeah. Well, they
Mr.
showed
Diddy.
the video of I know you obviously listen to a lot of hip hop. You give me the vibes of it, but
I do. Yeah.
So Diddy,
Aficionado.
yeah, I can totally see it. So Diddy the video comes out of him beating Cassie, his ex-girlfriend.
Defending against multiple lawsuits requires a substantial financial commitment, and the potential outcomes of these cases could result in hefty settlements or penalties. This financial strain could impact his ability to invest in new projects or maintain his existing business ventures at their current level.
Seemed like Puff and Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying?
For someone who has always projected an image of financial success and savvy, these potential setbacks are particularly challenging. The media has played a major role in amplifying the controversy surrounding Diddy.
That within 24 hours, they settled for $30 million, and that story was gone like a year ago or something like that. So finally, the video comes out. From 2016, this video, he's hitting her in the head, pulling her hair, dragging her middle of the hotel.
Who beats women? Like, I don't want to be racist or anything, but like, you're not supposed to beat women, right?
Yeah.
Every new piece of information, whether it be a court filing or a public statement, is dissected and discussed at length. This constant media attention has made it difficult for him to manage the narrative surrounding his situation. The scrutiny is relentless, with journalists and commentators eager to provide the latest updates or speculate on the potential outcomes of his legal troubles.
So these artists, they're getting in the ass because that's their ritual. That's their rite of passage to get to the next level.
They raped this nigga. They raped this nigga. Videotape it. Then when he in a meeting, they give him a shitty contract. They play the video of him getting by like 3 niggas.
Everybody in the music industry that you see that's successful is a homosexual.
This media frenzy has not only affected his reputation, but also influenced public perception. As the court of public opinion often renders its own judgments long before any legal resolution is reached.
Well, you know, Diddy a few years ago was commenting on Chris Brown and Rihanna's controversy on Ellen DeGeneres, and he says, you know, let's just pray for them because we don't know what they're going through. Let's pray for them before we assume what they're going through. Let's just pray for them. So maybe that's what he's going through right now, and then they leaked the video.
So all these guys that grew up with single mothers and are really mad at women. Sorry.
Yeah. Have you seen the numbers of how we went from single mothers in 1960 to today?
Amidst these challenges, Diddy has tried to maintain a public presence, although his appearances have become less frequent and more controlled. In the past, he was known for his vibrant social media activity and high-profile events.
I got in my Diddy mode. I'm sorry, I started licking my lip. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshka skoosmash. You gave me the ooshka smuaf, the smoosmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshka smuash. I love it, yo.
Now, his social media posts are more guarded, often focusing on positive messages or promoting his business ventures without directly addressing the controversies surrounding him. This shift in strategy suggests an attempt to mitigate damage and avoid fueling further speculation.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner thieves.
But it also creates an impression of distance and evasiveness that can alienate fans and followers. The public's reaction to Diddy's current situation has been varied. While he still retains a significant base of loyal supporters who view him as a pioneer and inspiration, there is a growing segment of the public that is more skeptical or critical.
And he said, yo, Gene, watch the door, don't let nobody come through here. And I said I watched the door. If I watched the door and him and a man ran out naked, and I said that, ain't nobody told me that. I saw that myself.
Many are disappointed by the nature of the allegations and the way he has handled the situation so far. This divide in public opinion has created a polarized environment where discussions about Diddy are often emotionally charged and contentious.
Brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like just back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes.
In addition to legal and financial issues, Diddy is also navigating the personal toll these challenges have taken on him. The stress and pressure of being under such intense scrutiny are palpable, and there are concerns about how this might be affecting his mental and emotional well-being. It is not uncommon for high-profile individuals facing such difficulties to experience anxiety, depression, or other mental health challenges. For someone like Diddy, who has always portrayed an image of confidence and control, acknowledging or addressing these personal struggles can be particularly difficult. Tucker Carlson isn't one to shy away from controversy, and this time he's turned his focus on one of the music industry's biggest names, P. Diddy. In a jaw-dropping revelation, Carlson claims to have uncovered the truth behind some of the most guarded secrets surrounding the hip-hop mogul. From questionable business practices to shocking personal allegations, Carlson is pulling no punches as he digs into Diddy's past and present. With this exposé, he's promising to reveal the hidden layers behind Diddy's empire that the public has never seen before.
He's like, oh, they're not going to do anything to me. And watch what's going to happen to Diddy next. Did you see his apology
I haven't
video?
been following the Diddy.
Yeah. Well, they
Mr.
showed
Diddy.
the video of I know you probably listen to a lot of hip hop. You give me the vibes of it, but
I do. Yeah.
So Diddy,
Aficionado.
Yeah, I can totally see it. So Diddy the video comes out of him beating Cassie, his ex-girlfriend.
P. Diddy, a figure synonymous with success and controversy in the music and business world, finds himself at the center of a series of intense public scrutiny and legal challenges that are casting a shadow over his career. While his influence and reach extend beyond music into fashion, media, and business ventures, recent developments have brought forward allegations and conflicts that threaten to tarnish his legacy and raise questions about his future. Currently, Diddy is facing several accusations that have led to legal battles and public debate. These allegations include serious claims that have emerged from both former associates and others connected to his business dealings.
That within 24 hours, they settled for $30 million, and that story was gone like a year ago or something like that. So finally, the video comes out. From 2016, this video, he's hitting her in the head, pulling her hair, dragging her middle of the hotel.
Who beats women? Like, I don't want to be racist or anything, but like, you're not supposed to beat women, right?
Yeah.
The charges range from accusations of misconduct in personal and professional contexts to disputes over financial matters. These issues have sparked significant media attention, and his responses have been closely watched, as they will likely influence not only his public perception, but also his standing in various industries. One major aspect of the controversy involves financial disputes. Several individuals have come forward with claims regarding unfair treatment and unresolved financial agreements.
Well, Diddy a few years ago was commenting on Chris Brown and Rihanna's controversy on Ellen DeGeneres, and he says, let's just pray for them because we don't know what they're going through. Let's pray for them before we assume what they're going through. Let's just pray for them. So maybe that's what he's going through right now, and then they leaked the video.
So all these guys who grew up with single mothers and are really mad at women. Sorry.
Yeah. Have you seen the numbers of how we went from single mothers in 1960 to today?
These disputes often involve contracts and business arrangements that, according to the accusers, were not honored or were manipulated in ways that left them at a disadvantage. These financial conflicts are not new to Diddy's career, but have intensified recently, with multiple parties seeking legal recourse to address their grievances. Amid these allegations, Diddy has maintained a position of denial, asserting that his business practices have always been transparent and in line with industry standards. His representatives have issued statements refuting the claims, suggesting that these accusations are attempts to undermine his reputation and capitalize on his high-profile status.
He was cool up until a point, and then this stuff started happening. So I believe somebody, you know, like I said, yo, he's our new guy. We on this year or whatever.
Despite this, the legal proceedings continue to progress, and the outcomes of these cases could have significant ramifications for his business empire. Adding to the complexity of the situation is the impact on his various business ventures. Diddy's brand is built not only on his musical success, but also on his ventures in fashion, spirits, and media.
Stop. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out. We gotta kick it. This is okay. You're telling me we gotta kick it, and he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the this just said? I got away from him because I was like, this nigga just tell me he'd take me shopping. And this is goes on. But there's a little fruit pile.
The negative publicity surrounding these allegations has led to a drop in endorsements and partnerships. Companies and collaborators are reportedly re-evaluating their associations with him, concerned about the potential fallout from being linked to someone embroiled in such controversies. The media's role in this situation cannot be understated. Coverage of these allegations has been extensive.
What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why are you and Fifth just...
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not...
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see it.
Y'all can't see that he loves me?
But see,
you really, hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
With many outlets dissecting every detail of the accusations and Diddy's responses. This intense scrutiny has led to a media circus that often amplifies the situation beyond the courtroom, influencing public opinion and potentially impacting jury perceptions in the ongoing legal battles. The narrative constructed by the media is one of a powerful figure facing a reckoning, and this portrayal has had a tangible effect on his public image. Social media has also played a crucial role in shaping the discourse around these allegations.
I got in my Diddy mode. I'm sorry, I started licking my lip. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshka skoosmash. You gave me the ooshka smuaf, the smoosmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshka smuash. I love it, yo.
Platforms have been flooded with commentary, both supportive and critical, reflecting the polarized views people hold about Diddy. While some continue to defend him, citing his contributions to the music industry and his philanthropic efforts, others express disappointment and anger.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner thieves.
Particularly those who feel let down by someone they once admired. This digital battleground is not just about public opinion. It also influences potential business outcomes as companies and partners watch the public's reaction closely.
So these artists, they're getting in the ass because that's their ritual. That's their rite of passage to get to the next level.
They raped this nigga. They raped this nigga, videotape it. Then when he in a meeting, they give him a shitty contract. They play the video of him getting by like 3 niggas.
Everybody in the music industry that you see that's successful is a homosexual.
Amidst this turmoil, there is speculation about how these controversies might affect Diddy's future projects. He has several high-profile ventures in development, and the success of these initiatives could be jeopardized by the ongoing legal and public relations challenges.
Brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes.
Industry insiders are watching closely to see if his business partners will stand by him or distance themselves to protect their own brands. There are also questions about the impact of these controversies on Diddy's philanthropic work.
And he said, yo, Gene, watch the door, don't let nobody come through here. And I said I watched the door. If I watched the door and him and a man ran out naked, and I said that, ain't nobody told me that. I saw that myself.
He has been known for his charitable contributions and support for various social causes. However, the negative press surrounding his legal issues could overshadow these efforts, potentially diminishing the effectiveness of his advocacy and the perception of his commitment to these causes.
A chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you
right
scrambling
here,
and scraping for shit.
No,
I like that.
This presents a significant challenge as it complicates his ability to use his platform for positive change at a time when his personal and professional integrity is under scrutiny. 50 Cent, Ice Cube, and Chris Brown have all been known for making headlines, whether through their music, movies, or outspoken personalities. But when the three of them come together and speak out on a shared issue, it's bound to grab everyone's attention. Just moments ago, they broke their silence on something that's got everyone talking, leaving fans and the media in shock. Their combined voices have created a buzz that's impossible to ignore, and it's clear they're not holding back. What they've revealed is bound to stir up controversy and conversation for days to come.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner thieves.
P. Diddy, a towering figure in the music industry, has evoked a spectrum of opinions from fellow musicians, each shaped by their personal experiences and the complexities of their relationships with him. As controversies continue to swirl around Diddy, particularly regarding his business practices and treatment of artists, many have begun to speak out, revealing the underlying tensions that exist within the industry. One of the most vocal critics has been Mase, a rapper who rose to fame in the late 1990s under Diddy's Bad Boy records.
He was cool up until a point, and then this stuff started happening. So I believe somebody, you know, like I said, yo, he's our new guy. We on this year or whatever.
Mase has repeatedly called out Diddy for what he describes as exploitative practices. His grievances are particularly centered around the ownership of his music and publishing rights. In various interviews and social media posts, Mase has claimed that Diddy has refused to sell him back the rights to his own catalog, even after Mase offered $2 million. Mase has painted a picture of Diddy as someone who prioritizes profit over the well-being of the artists who helped build Bad Boy's legacy.
Stop. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it? Like, we can just hang out. We gotta kick it. This is Puff. Okay. You're telling me we gotta kick it? And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping? I mean, like, I pay for it. And I was like, this just say. I got away from him because I was like, this nigga. Wait, this nigga just tell me he'd take me shopping. And this goes on. Well, there's a little fruit pile.
This situation has sparked broader conversations about artist rights and the need for transparency in contracts within the music industry. The Lox, another group that achieved early success under Bad Boy, also have a complicated history with Diddy. Members Jadakiss and Styles P have openly criticized him for his management style and the contracts they signed with the label.
What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why are you and Fifth just...
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not...
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't
Y'all
see
can't
it,
see
man.
that he loves me.
But see,
you really, hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
During a radio interview in the early 2000s, they expressed frustration about feeling trapped in their deal, likening it to being in a slave contract. Their public denouncement of Diddy highlighted a pervasive concern among artists about the predatory nature of record contracts, with many feeling they were not adequately compensated for their work. This narrative of exploitation resonates with many up-and-coming artists today, echoing the sentiments of those who felt similarly constrained by Diddy's business practices.
I got in my Diddy mode. I'm sorry, I started licking my lip. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshka skoosmash. You gave me the ooshka smooaf, the smoosmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshka smooash. I love it, yo.
Despite these criticisms, there are also voices that express gratitude for Diddy's role in their careers. Mary J. Blige, a powerhouse in the R&B genre, has credited Diddy with helping to shape her musical journey. Diddy produced some of her biggest hits and was instrumental in her rise to fame.
Brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and, I mean, damn, pause, but like, that's how, I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes.
In interviews, Blige has described him as a passionate and creative force who pushed her to excel. For her, Diddy represented both a mentor and a collaborator who provided vital support during her formative years. Yet, even she acknowledges the complicated dynamics at play, as her success was intricately tied to his business decisions. Usher also shares a similar sentiment about Diddy's influence. Early in his career, Usher worked closely with Diddy.
A chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
This critique reflects a broader sentiment among many artists today who are increasingly vocal about the need for systemic change within the music industry. Nas, a respected figure in hip-hop, offers a more nuanced view of Diddy. While he acknowledges Diddy's contributions to the culture, he also highlights the contradictions in his business practices. Nas has pointed out that Diddy's ability to navigate the music industry and reinvent himself is admirable, but he also emphasizes the importance of accountability.
And he said, yo, Gene, watch the door, don't let nobody come through here. And I said I watched the door. If I watched the door and him and a man ran out naked, and I said that, ain't nobody told me that. I saw that myself.
This duality reflects the broader conversation around Diddy, a man who has undeniably influenced the genre, but whose practices have raised ethical questions among peers. The issue of financial disputes has also emerged in discussions about Diddy. Several artists who have worked with him have reported feeling undervalued or mistreated. Faith Evans, a key artist on Bad Boy Records, has expressed her frustrations with the financial arrangements surrounding her music.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
Although she recognizes Diddy's impact on her career, she has also spoken candidly about the challenges of working within a system that can feel exploitative. Her perspective highlights the ongoing struggle many artists face when navigating the complicated relationship between creativity and commerce. Furthermore, Rick Ross has emerged as another voice expressing both admiration and caution regarding Diddy. Ross has referred to Diddy as a mentor and has credited him with helping him understand the intricacies of the music business. However, Ross has also been vocal about the importance of artists taking control of their careers and ensuring they are adequately compensated.
Seemed like Puff and Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
His comments suggest a growing awareness among artists about the need to protect their interests while still respecting those who have paved the way. As the music industry continues to evolve, the conversations around P. Diddy have shifted significantly. Many artists are no longer content to remain silent about their experiences.